playful way to be like, oh, you're famous. And like, yeah, if I do this, can you give me a shout out? Or something like that. I was like,
I get that a lot too,
Especially like high school kids, they always want to do that, I think. Because okay.
Yeah, in middle school too.
Right.
My nephews and nieces like all just run up to me and ask for shout outs. I was like, oh my god, I'm not coming to family
give me a
events
shout out,
anymore.
verify me.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
At a young age, how do you manage like learning about money and communication and talking to clients? Like that's
we've had to figure all that kind of stuff out, but
Yeah, I had to figure all that stuff out by myself too. I started started working with brands at 14.
Oh my goodness.
I was at McDonald's.
I went to McDonald's too at 14.
And I really just started because I started like DMing like different accounts that or people that were my age, and they had like their own little company like Bose or like clothes, and they were like
14-year-olds, other
like,
14
like teenagers.
Parents, or?
Yeah, I don't know. So they were, I was just like, I
so...
want their stuff, and so I would like DM and be like, you want to collaborate, and then they'd be like, okay. Let me just see if my parents will let me. Yeah. So I was like, Mom, Dad. Like I remember the first time I was like, I gave my address out, and then they're like, what? And I was like, it's okay. I'm gonna get Bose. And then they're like, don't do it again. And I'm like, okay. It's safe though. She's 14 too.
Behind the internet, it could be like
like old man creating Bose.
You get a PO box, I think would be my advice anyway.
So. Wait, what's a Bose?
Bose? Oh, sorry. I did this because like
Bose?
like Bose like for your hair. But
Bose.
Yeah, I did this because my first photo I put it on my wrist.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just Bose.
Okay.
But yeah, I started when I was 14, reaching out to like young companies. And then 15, I started like actually emailing companies. I had like a template that I created and like would send like hundreds a week because I was like, free stuff, I want it all. I found every single company. I was like, okay, like contact us, email, copy, paste.
All of them,
and so I knew all of the brands, and I was like, when people mentioned a brand I hadn't heard before, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Looks them up on Instagram.
Send an email.
I want their stuff. And so, I started doing that at 15 and like getting more like bigger companies to sponsor me, but like still free stuff. And eventually I put my email in my bio, and then companies started reaching out to me, and I was like, oh, interesting, they found me. And
it's definitely easier that way because you have more leverage.
Some
more great things.
That's cool.
maybe they'll pay me too.
Maybe but I didn't even like think of money at that point. So I think at one point someone offered me money. I was like, $50? That's good. That's nice cash. And so I was like, cool, I'm gonna get free stuff. I'm set. And so I continued doing that, and eventually like started to get bigger, and then bigger companies started to reach out to me, and then like 16, 17 just like all accelerated, and then like at 17, 18 I got my talent agency, Whalar, and so
Whalar UK based.
Whalar's big.
They're in
UK,
the UK, but they are now managing like some of my brand deals, and so they like email me like deals and stuff, and I also do my own outreach, and so it just kind of accelerated in the past few years. And like Adobe reached, like they randomly found me too, like last year.
How can Adobe not find you?
I was like,
you're probably like the most Adobe person. You know, like
I dyed my hair red for them. My blood. They are my blood. But it's been a wild ride.
It's so crazy. Like at 14, bro, what were we doing? You know, like,
I don't know what I was doing.
Like starting that early is like such a massive advantage. Like
I'm slightly older, so like I didn't have Instagram during high school.
What is slightly older? Tell us.
Not 19. 22.
No, you're not. You wish.
A wee bit.
But it would have been a different experience, I think. Going through.
Because like Instagram became popular around 2013.
Yeah,
so, like,
that's when we kind of started.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you joined?
I joined 2012.
Same.
2011.
Same. 2011, 2012. Yeah.
Wait, when did you guys start photography? Or
same time I started my Instagram account. Basically, like it co-joined hand in hand.
It's a bit later for me. I didn't. I had it for a while. I was just.
But I was doing like photography on the phone, like just anything I found interesting, like random things.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll take a photo of that. I'll post it. I used to post like 3 times a day. Like just like so much. I thought everything was cool back then, right?
Was it just objects or like architecture?
Architecture, so a bit of travels. But yeah, I would have a a massive archive. Just like, okay, I'll post this today, you know.
Oh, cool.
But then, yeah, I kind of learnt that, 3 times a day is a bit too much. And then I started to like really focus on quality rather than quantity, and then just
You're
turning it
posting
down
it 2 times a day for a long
for a while. And then I went one a day. I posted every single day for like maybe a good 3-4 years.
Oh,
And
How
then-
what's
how
your
do you have
schedule?
time?
Yeah, what's your schedule? Like?
Yeah, how many times do you post a week?
So I'm trying to balance school
Yeah.
and photography. So like editing takes so long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially the stuff you do. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes like 6 hours to like 20.
So the average
minutes.
is minimum 6.
Yeah, minimum
Oh wow!
is 6 usually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope people appreciate that.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
should.
people don't know how
Yeah.
long it takes because I'm like, I can't push it out every day because I usually
Yeah.
try to push it out like maybe like every like 3-4
Yeah.
days.
Once every 3-4 days.
Yeah.
So maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So I used to post every day too,
Yeah.
like every other day, and then just like as I became busier, because like middle school you have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like as I became busier, it's been harder, and like it's a bit stressful now trying to balance it too, like school and
What are you
photography.
studying now, sorry?
Creative advertising.
Ah, nice. So yeah, it's in line.
Yeah, it's in
Definitely,
line,
it's
but
gonna
it's
help you for sure. I think.
yeah with the advertising part, but
Yeah.
it doesn't give me a lot of like freedom to create because it's
Ah.
more like advertising focused.
Yeah.
So
Like,
yeah.
like books
But-
and stuff.
I think
Like
if you're creating in the
books.
day, if you're creating in the day and then you have to do your own stuff as well, that takes a lot of energy out of you. So
Yeah,
at
it's
least
like
it's something kind of different, and then
that's why I'm
Yeah.
like I don't know. I kind of like math or like science. Like
yeah.
I kind of like reading about that more instead of
Oh,
like
okay.
the advertising
Oh,
and like
yeah.
marketing and like all the hard stuff about like what we do. And
But
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like because of Instagram and stuff, it would definitely help you already. Like you already have this knowledge that they just need to.
yeah, that's why it's also
Yeah.
kind of like, and they like they're one of the textbooks had like one of my blogger friends in it. I was like,
Winter has you in it. You're like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna be in it soon.
teacher, look at this.
Yeah. I don't need to learn from you. I'm already in the book. Like.
Exempt me from all the tests.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you come up with all your ideas and stuff? Like it's so out there, and like obviously this is a very vague question and very hard to answer question. But like, what inspires you and what keeps you going?
A lot of things inspire me, mostly color, as like my outfits
Yeah.
always say.
Yeah.
Color and like my surroundings a lot of times, because for a lot of my shoots, I plan it pretty
Yeah.
heavily. So I go out and like location scout, or I have an idea of like a field or something.
Right.
And I go out and like see what parts inspire me of the world. And like if I'm in a new city,
Yeah.
it's really cool because like it's a whole new
Everything is
playground.
kind of inspiring because
Oh,
you've
you're-
never seen it before.
You're
so-
from DC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm from Virginia. I say DC because
Okay.
people.
Closer, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have mostly like a rural type of surrounding,
That's
and also
cool.
it's like the suburbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like there's like grass and like fields, but there's also like houses. So it's kind of cool to play around with. Like
Yeah.
you have a lot of space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, locations, and like people's looks sometimes
Alright.
inspire me,
Yeah.
and like mostly random objects, as I said before. Like I don't know, I see an egg, I'm like, oh, that's
I can do
cool.
so much.
I can do so much.
I can do so
Yeah.
much with this. I can crack it, boil it.
Yeah. Omelette. Yeah. Everything. All kinds of
I can
eggs.
eat it afterwards.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of things inspire me, and I grab inspiration from like literally the weirdest things. Too.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you shoot a lot at home, like inside your house and stuff? 'Cause
Yeah,
Sometimes you just need a blank canvas, right? You just need a blank wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a studio, I call it,
Right.
but it's just a blank wall with like $50 soft boxes I bought when I was 14.
Right.
And so I try to like vary my feed from like studio to outside.
That's
yeah.
good.
And so like yeah, just have like different things in my feed.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's so young, man. I can't believe how young you
Yeah.
are. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I kind of wish I started back then, but then I don't know if I'd still be here if I.
Yeah, it didn't exist back then when we. Like,
Yeah, but like maybe I'd be sick of it by now. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're getting now. You sick of it now?
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you mean you're 22?
yeah.
How much time could you have?
Plenty of time.
Yeah.
What things do you want to do in the future? As in, like obviously after. Hey, thanks for watching this YouTube snippet of our podcast. If you want to listen to the full audio podcast, head to iTunes or Spotify and search for 529 Podcast.